It's the One More I'm Out of Here podcast. Nice Friday afternoon here in Cincinnati. I'm Dan Carroll. Kiefer is here. And before I pop my first beer, let me give you this. Direct from Sam's. We only buy the best paper towels from Sam's.
That's right.
So this just got...
Deadleg's got his paper towels. We've got our paper towels. We are fucking.
I don't want to be that guy, man. I mean, here comes Dan. Watch out. He might spill his beer again.
Dude, that was so fun.
That was like the third or fourth time on the air that I've spilled my beer.
Yeah. And
I mean, I'm sick of it.
Out of a lot of shows, though, that's not a bad average, though.
Well, but still, it shouldn't.
We've
happen.
had a lot of shows, and you were very well behaved.
It shouldn't happen.
But guess what?
I'm taking it seriously. So now that take the plastic off those so you can react quickly.
Yeah, let me open it. It's like a Christmas present.
But we are starting off today. You already got that leg up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have Pappas today, but not to fear. The show is going to be filled with plenty of wit, plenty of humor, plenty of wisdom, because our buddy Deadleg is joining us this afternoon in place of Pappas, who is enjoying himself. And just, look, Pappas spends a lot of time on the show here. We spend a lot of time with him. But for those of you who may not know him as well as we do, he's just essentially, I use the phrase, I don't use it all that often, but the phrase is letting your freak flag fly.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he's doing on the beach.
He's a giver. He's a giver.
Kicking it on the beach. And we actually got a photo from Pappas enjoying himself there along the Gulf of America on the beach. And it might be Corpus Christi. So he's down in Texas. And
I'm waiting for a phone call.
Is it Corpus Christi or Corpus Christi?
Seriously, it's fine, guys.
Yeah. So Deadleg, I mean, our buddy Pappas there, and look, we're very open minded here at One More and I'm Out of Here, and I know you are too.
I very much am open minded, not nearly as open as Pappas with some ideas, but there's one of those. Sometimes don't shake it till you try it. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to like that.
So for some of our new listeners, because we've gained a ton of subscribers here in the last probably three months or so.
I've read that,
which is awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing, and we appreciate every one of you. But so Josh Deadleg Henderson is an OG. We traveled together.
Yeah, with respect to this podcast. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So he's an OG. We met down with Eric Tansey in Raleigh, just outside of Raleigh, Clayton, North Carolina. Got to meet Deadleg for the first time, and Deadleg and I have done a bunch of podcasts and have collaborated together a bunch. But he's one of the OGs. He's a friend of the show, and we haven't hung out or talked. And we knew Pappas wasn't going to be here, and we're like, hey, Deadleg, you want to come on? He was like, fuck yeah, let's do it.
It's weird, though, because he looks like he's taken a bath since last time I seen him, which is a little unusual.
It's my yearly bath. Got to get it out of the way. So now I got the next.
It's all about timing, bro.
So 9 months, I'm good to go.
So give some of our new listeners, give them just a brief synopsis of who you are. So, obviously, most people know you, but there are some newcomers. So
right out of high school, because I was in high school when 9/11 went down. So I had already was in a contract with the Army, and that afternoon my recruiter was calling the house like, "Hey, can you leave tomorrow?" I'm like, "Dude, I've got high school still. Like we just started our senior year." So my senior trip turned from like, "Hey, we're going to be doing things on like the summer," turned into, "Hey, you're going to basic training," and then went straight to Iraq. So went to Iraq in 2003 and 2004, came back, got out of the Army, did some government contracting for a while. Then I got hired by the Marine Corps as a federal police officer, did that for a bunch of years out in Hawaii, moved back to Ohio, where I'm originally from, and met my wife while she was getting her first of like, I think she has 4 masters now. She's got a lot. Well, it's to the point where she lets me have some.
I'm jealous. That's all. That's it. Just because I'm jealous.
She'll give you a couple because she doesn't need them anymore, is what she says. I'm like, okay. So after we met, we moved out here to Colorado because she was started to work on her PhD. And right after we got out here, I started working for a company surveying natural gas pipelines. One of those really nice, safe jobs where you're not going to go to the desert and try to get blown up, and you're not doing government contracting when you do like your name's Jeff and Doug and Steve or whatever, and you're not doing police stuff or people are trying to hurt you. A nice job surveying natural gas pipeline. The guys that wave the flag or wave the wand over your yard and put a little flag. So doing that job, I broke my leg severely, spent a month in the hospital, almost lost it. I'm into the low 20s with surgeries, the amount I've had to both completely reconstruct my leg, save the leg, and then I developed a condition called complex regional pain syndrome, which saved everybody the Google, worst parts of the Bible, like the absolute worst parts. And it's not like, I'm not, it's like sometimes people do that still say that, like, oh, it's trying to exact. There's a McGrew pain scale that goes from 0 to 50. And it has things on there that so natural childbirth with training can be in the high teens, the low 20s. Without training, low 20s. If you just have natural childbirth, it's mid 20s. So there's all of these different events that
Pappas may be experiencing that soon.
Yeah. If you chop your arm off with like a chainsaw, that's in the 30s. CRPS is the low 40s. It's somewhere between 42 and 45. So I don't know that they've found anything worse. It's got a nickname of the suicide disease because people just can't take it. It's literally unbearable pain every day. But I don't know how to be a quitter. So that's off the table. So I just going to have to just deal with the pain. So last October, I had my second stimulator put in. I had the first one put in 2017.
This is amazing. This is amazing to me how medical technology has evolved.
Because the first stimulator was bilateral for my lower legs, and the current one I have is bilateral for my lower legs and bilateral for my upper body. So it has 4 leads that go off, and essentially I have a lead for every limb of my body. And those leads, the upper body, it's up between my neck and my shoulder, and the lower back, or my lower body, it's down like my mid back is where they insert. But these wires insert into my spinal cord, and they send a high frequency along the sympathetic nerve tract to help block the pain before it gets to the brain. So it doesn't make it go away. It just kind of masks it to make it somewhat bearable. But then this thing, literally, it's Bluetooth. I don't have my other phone down here, but it's Bluetooth, and I have an app on my phone that I can turn the intensity up, turn the intensity down. I have a no feel, so I have one that goes with it where right now I don't feel it working. It just works. And then later on tonight, because we finally had some snow, I'm in a good bit of pain. I'll put it into the feel setting. And if you've had if you've never had a TENS device, that's the closest thing I can say that it feels like is like a TENS device. Or if you sleep on an arm, and when your arm starts to wake up, you feel that tingly feeling. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like that, but a little bit more intense. But that way you can literally feel exactly where it is. And I have a Boston Scientific one now, and the way that their paddles wrap around the spinal cord, they have so much individual placement of where they can do it. So when we were programming, when I came out of surgery, so when I was in surgery, they wake me up in the middle of the surgery, so to make sure that they're putting the wires where they need to. So they'll put them on your back, and then they'll make you buzz and go, "Is that where it's supposed to be?" And nope. And they'll move it, and they go, "Is that where it's supposed to be?" And they're like, "All right, we're good. We're gonna knock you back out and zip tie this stuff up." So then you wake up and you hook me up to the computer, and I'm getting my new updates and stuff. And he's literally able to touch the thing on the computer, and it's like an 1.5 inch little like a quarter or $half size. I can feel it moving around the radius of my arm and moving up and down my arm.
Wow.
It's incredible. So we have very pinpoint where the most pain comes in. So it helps mask for those. So it's a long process. So after you have the surgery, the implant, whether it's your first, second, or fifth, it usually takes 6 to 12 months, sometimes up to 18 months for your brain to relearn all of the pain. So then you know that this pain is a good day and I can do stuff, or this is a bad day and I kind of need to chill, but it's basically like a big reset. So I get great parking.
Where I get great parking. I know this surgery that you just had, and obviously, we're buddies, and you're huge on Instagram and all the social medias, but where are you at now? Where do you feel like on a scale of 1 to 10 as far as being comfortable with this new surgery? Where are you at?
I'm like at 8 or 9 because because when I had to, so how you have to go through a whole psychological evaluation before they think about doing the surgery, because the moniker of the condition is a suicide disease. So they don't want you to have this and have unrealistic goals for you think that you're going to have this and it's magically going to give your life back. It doesn't, and it won't. You're going to get some better days.
You remember him in Clayton? I mean,
yeah,
you were struggling.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You could tell you were in pain. And so I'm so glad that you were able to get finally, because it took a bit. I mean, you and I podcasted a bunch, but it took a while to get there. But I'm glad you're at a point now where you're like, all right, cool. I can kind of,
I can kind of forecast that I can do things. So like I have a company that we 3D print manufacture parts for emergency lights and things like that. So we've got expos that we go throughout the year. So last year I got to go to a couple.
Well, he's a big emergency light nerd too. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want anything flashy light related or any of those type of questions, I'm your guy.
We got a guy.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I love the detail under that piece of furniture behind you there. That's very cool looking.
Yeah, that one's just a regular light, and then I got over there I got some flashy lights. So those are flashy lights from a racetrack. So those are lights that are normally on a fire truck that they make and put into that housing, and those are the housings that are at the NASCAR tracks.
Well, you might not be able to tell. We need work on our lighting here in the one morning out of here studio.
Isn't that funny though? A cop has fire truck lights. A former cop has fire truck lights in his house. Guess what? They all want to be firemen.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Fire doesn't shoot
feel
at
better
you.
to say that.
Fire doesn't shoot at you. I don't hear defund the fire department on the news.
That's facts.
That's true. You don't hear
those
that.
are all facts.
Although they at least in Cincinnati, they can't treat our fire department like shit. So
right. All right, so
man, where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go?
So for the people that don't know Dead Leg, that's Dead Leg. He's just a very, very good friend of ours, and he was available tonight, and we're like, hey, let's come on, let's do some shit.
I'm a big nerd that has
very rarely acts like a bitch, so that's pretty good.
He very rarely
acts like
a bitch. It's a great addition. Yeah. It's a great addition versus Pappas, because Pappas comes in and acts like a bitch all the time.
There's a good point there.
When
I don't have any flags.
Guess what? When you're not here, you get talked about. Just like the fire.
I'm waiting. So when I get the call to go back over to Iran and let them know what's up, this is just sitting over here waiting and let them know that.
Oh, it's his Ohio State camo shirt. Yeah. OHIO, baby. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Looks very 24-10. Absolutely.
Folks got told by a firefighter, though deserved, at least they like us. Falk, thank you for being here. Horny, you remember Horny from the Warthogs, right?
Yeah, sure.
He's in the chats. He said he has a buddy that lives near him that his wife has CRPS. So
it's nuts.
So he knows.
It's really it's one of those things I compare it to MS, in that MS is extremely individualistic. Some people with MS are perfect and are able to function, and some people are bedridden. So CRPS is the same way. Some people I'd say okay, but they can kind of deal with it a little bit manageable. And some people it's very, very, very debilitating. Some people it can go into remission. Some people it spreads. It's not like AIDS, so we can still kiss and all that stuff, and you're not going to get it. So that you can save that, but it's super rare.
I was worried about that.
Super rare. But they don't know a whole lot about it. They just know that once you have it, you have it. Any more trauma, any more surgery, or if you break a bone or sprain an ankle, any more like that can flare it up. It's just bad. You get bad days and less bad days, but you get really good parking and dark humor.
I love it.
So today is, and I was not planning on talking about this today, but I dialed up my X feed when I sat down here.
Do it.
At the beginning of the podcast, but today is.
I always know you will come with extra stuff, which I love.
and I'm reading about today is the funeral for the Reverend Jesse Jackson. You've got Joe Biden, you've got Kamala Harris, and you've got Barack Obama, who are eulogizing Jesse Jackson today. And let me read
Can
you
Joe
about
Biden even fucking speak?
Let me read you about Barack Obama, posted by Ryan Fournier, who is a guy I follow and very reliable.
Yep.
When he posts stuff on X, and he writes this: Barack Hussein Obama is actually using Reverend Jesse Jackson's funeral as a political stunt to attack the mega movement as bigots and bullies. Quote, that some Americans count more than others and some don't count at all. So Barack Hussein Obama is continuing this narrative. Look, and look, what did Jesse Jackson say? What did he always say? There was a phrase he used time and time again was finding common ground.
Yes. So
Barack Obama goes out there and just totally obliterates that idea.
At his eulogy.
At his eulogy, and saying, look at these people over here. These are mega people. Listen to me. They are bigots and they are bullies. And so never mind trying to find common ground. I mean, if this is Jesse Jackson, and I'm sure Obama said plenty of nice things about Jesse Jackson, but he forgets, and so does Obama, and so Kamala Harris. And I'll tell you what Kamala Harris said here in a second. But Donald Trump could have very easily spoken at that funeral. Well, he couldn't have because he's in the middle of fighting a war right now, which I'm sure we'll talk about here in a little bit. But and people forget Jesse Jackson and Donald Trump spent a lot of time together when Jesse Jackson was, his his Rainbow Push Coalition was mainly based out of Chicago, but he also spent a lot of time in New York. And there's all kinds of video and awards and pictures and all kinds of stuff from back in the day. And Trump and Jesse Jackson were on the dais of a lot of different events.
Yes,
back in the day. So it would have been great. Donald Trump could have told a lot of great stories about Jesse Jackson. And I think Jesse Jackson, I don't, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know if Jesse Jackson ever got on the Trump is racist train like so many of these other Democrats.
I haven't seen that. I think they had like just kind of a cordial, even though, back in the day they were doing a bunch of stuff. I think it was just cordial, just, here and there, exchange pleasantries and whatever. And I just Googled that while you were talking, and I'm trying to find
Donald Trump and Jesse Jackson.
Well, just what Obama said. I was trying to find.
Yeah, this just happened. This was posted less than an hour ago.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I could find it.
And I think that this funeral might be going on right now. Kamala Harris.
She's amazing.
She claims that she warned America about Trump. So they use the event of the funeral of Jesse Jackson to attack Donald Trump and to attack MAGA. And Harris said, let me just say, I predicted a whole lot of what is happening right now. I'm not here to say I told you so, but we did see it coming. And of course, I think she likes to laugh when she says idiotic stuff like that.
That sounds kind of like that.
But the thing is, it is so predictable, and it's just so. It's so disgustingly low. And of course, the Democrats and the liberals always love to claim the high ground when it comes to this kind of stuff.
And that's exactly when that shit happens.
Yeah.
Somebody's passed and they have a pulpit that they could sit there and talk about, and they bring in, and of course, it always has to get drawn in. The whole, the MAGA movement, whatever.
Yeah.
What was the last one? What was the last one before?
Well, hold on. I think Dave wanted to weigh in here.
Yeah, go ahead, bud.
Well, then you got, okay, if we're going to do the high ground argument, okay, here's the high ground. That's where you talk about all the things that Jesse Jackson did in his life and all of that. Here's the ground where you stand on and go, hey, this is going to be about me and not the guy that we're here to mourn.
Exactly.
Let's point, if we want to call in a kettle black, we can't mourn. Okay. You're right. You can't mourn because you can't shut the fuck up for 5 minutes about Donald Trump bad.
Orange man bad.
He's gone in a couple of years. So which one? I'll just go back. What one of the policies? They don't have a thing to argue about the policy. So literally, they're at a man's funeral, and they have to make it about themselves.
Yeah. You're exactly fucking right.
And then this post about Joe Biden when he was speaking to the crowd, this was posted about 30 minutes ago.
Oh, fuck, send that to me.
And Joe Biden, and I don't know if this is taken out of context. I don't know what the context is, but Joe Biden speaking to a predominantly black crowd at Jesse Jackson's funeral, quote, "I'm a hell of a lot smarter than most of you." Are you kidding me?
Oh my God!
I mean, I'm going to send it to you so we can hear it in
End
context.
quote.
Yeah.
End quote.
Because right now I can't.
That's fucking amazing.
I'm a hell of a lot smarter than most of you.
Well, hey, Core Pop was a bad dude. Just remember that.
You got a point there.
On those mean streets, it's great.
I
Playing with the hair on my legs.
got hairy legs.
I'm playing with the hair on my legs.
It's so fucking gross. Like
man.
it's disgusting. And I agree with you, Josh. Like it's they use that pedestal because they know people are going to be watching. So it's like, ooh,
That's
here.
why. That's why.
Yeah.
Because they're going to have a camera there. There's going to be a camera there. And they're like, oh, someone's going to get my 15 seconds that they're going to clip this. And it's going to go to TikTok and they're going to make reels about it. And CNN's going to run it everywhere. Nonetheless, they're there to mourn someone and they got to make it about themselves and Donald Trump bad.
Yeah. I mean, this is.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be fucking
okay. So he got it that fast. And he's able to turn it around. Let's all listen together. I haven't heard this yet.
That was fucking that was super fast.
If you want to know how far this show is gone, like what just happened would have taken the entire show back in the day. It just happened live, and we've got it. All right, man.
If I told you all earlier when I was a kid I had a cleft palate or a club foot, none of you would have laughed. But it's okay to laugh at stuttering. I'm not being critical of you, but think about it. It's the one place where people think you're stupid. Oh, really? I'm a hell of a lot smarter than most of you.
What the fuck?
Aside,
what in the ass? Who let that motherfucker literally get up there and fucking?
Wow. Can we play that one more time?
Shit. Yeah, here, hold on.
What does it have to do with anything?
It doesn't have that. That has nothing to do with anything.
That's exactly right. Here, yeah, hold on. I pulled out of it, but here, hold on a second.
Like what?
I don't pull out often, fellas, but I pulled out of that one.
I was gonna let it. I was just gonna talk over it.
I knew where
let
you
it
were
slide.
I knew where you were going. But no, it makes complete fucking sense. Like, what does this have to do with shit? Jesse Jackson's fucking funeral.
Earlier, when I was a kid, I had a cleft palate or a club foot, none of you would have laughed. But it's okay to laugh at stuttering. I'm not being critical of you, but think about it. It's the one place where people think you're stupid. Oh, really? I'm a hell of a lot smarter than most of you. But all kidding aside, if I told you
what the hell is that supposed to mean?
What the fuck?
Here's the thing. I don't know.
Glad you said that.
I don't know why Joe Biden is going back to this defense of his presidency and all the stupid things that he has said and done over the years. And when he was in office, and people would say,
folks said open mic night.
It was almost on a daily basis. Listen to the latest idiotic thing that Biden has said now. And so many of his defenders talked about, well, you're just making fun of a guy who has a stuttering issue. And they go back and they talk about, these stuttering problems that he had when he was a kid. That may be true. But go back and look at clips of Joe Biden from when he was in Congress in the 70s. And then back in the 80s when he was in the Senate and he was railing on different issues and talking about crack cocaine and talking about, he didn't want his kids going, being bussed and being, what was that? Was it the jungle?
They talked about jungle people.
There was no stuttering there.
Is that weird?
He appeared on the Sunday shows all the time. And there is multiple clips of him being perfectly clear, perfectly understandable, no stuttering issue whatsoever. So this whole nonsense about I'm not really stupid, I'm just a stutterer. And is complete bullshit.
No, it's got fucking dementia.
Yeah. And then he says, I'm a hell of a lot smarter than most of you.
I know what it is, because he and that crowd believe that they're more special, that they come from some daddy's testicles. Those daddy's testicles were some more special than somebody else. They think that their shit don't stink. Because, first of all, I'm trying to connect two dots of like what the fuck, what he's saying. First of all, just like, where does this come from? But if he's crying like I'm trying to save the presidency or bring the presidency back, like you can't make fun of presidency. Okay, the one that's in office, you called him a Nazi. Okay,
Fact.
we still make fun of Bill for getting a blowjob, saying he didn't get a blowjob, and then admitting that he got a blowjob.
But now he has dementia and he doesn't remember anything.
And then we had Bushisms. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. We had literally 8 years of Bushisms. So you're going to get clowned on. First of all, if you're a president, if you can't take it, get the fuck out the kitchen. Just not only that, take the mic away from him and put him in an old folks home. Give him some ice cream, because I heard he likes ice cream. Give him some ice cream and just send him to pasture.
He likes bicycles, but he can't fucking ride them, apparently. I actually almost bought him a bike and sent it to him. Just for
training wheels.
But no, you're absolutely correct there in the fact that everyone's gonna rail on somebody, right? I mean, that's just, politics. That's what it is. Whether congressmen fucking hit congressmen, senators hit senators, and then everybody hits the president. The president's a fucking figurehead. So Trump's getting fucking killed right now because the whole Iran thing. Well, there's a greater good that's going to happen out of this, but a lot of people don't understand it. And just simple terms, sitting around the bar table, fucking gas prices are fucking going up. I'm like, do you realize that he's knocking out the fact that they can't fucking launch nuclear fucking weapons at us? He gave them multiple opportunities to stop. They chose not to, and guess what? They fucked around and they found out. We sank a fucking ship the first time since World War II, which I had no idea that a torpedo, we have not sunk a ship with a torpedo since World War II. I had no idea. And I'm a history geek.
Well, there's been no real big naval battles.
Right.
Other than,
I'm just saying, that's a long fucking time for these submariners that's their job. And they're fucking ready to go and do their job. And they haven't been able to do it since World War II. I was like, holy shit. But Jill and I were sitting there watching the footage on repeat. Jill's like, I fucking love watching this shit. She's like she's diabolical. She was like, fucking bomb them all. Let's go. Let's get it done. Get it done and get the fuck out and be done with it.
Because I remember when I was in basic training back then, we had just invaded Iraq when I graduated high school, because we invaded Iraq in April and I graduated in June. So they were 2 months in when I was in basic training, but that's when they were beheading people, reporters, other people. They were just anybody that had any American ties so the things that I watched going through basic training was beheading videos. So if you want to chant death to America, great. But you can't do it while building a bomb. If your neighbor is literally getting ready to throw shit in your face, if you stand there and take the shit in your face, you're the dumb stuff. So you can stand there and enjoy shit on your face. The rest of us are going to go, we don't want shit on our face. We don't want that over here. I don't know how that's such a problem. If you I go back, we're now a week later after the State of the Union. Think of the 72 hours that was the State of the Union and then bombing Iran. The president said, this is a very easy statement. America first. We should be, as an elected official, your first duty should be to those people, your constituents who elected to you. And you've seen half of the elected officials sitting down.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So half of the people sitting down do not care about your opinion about this war or these bombings. They don't care about what you think about gas prices. They don't care what you think about your sons or they don't care what you think about you because you don't care to them. You don't matter to them. They'll take your tax dollars and tell you that you can't make fun of them for stuttering. That's what's going to happen. Right. The other side of the house is going, hey, maybe we should bring back some manufacturing in the United States. Maybe we should bring back all of this other stuff that for decades we have literally just incentivized leaving overseas. So all of what made America is not America. So what's so bad about let's make America America? Canada can make Canada Canada. We don't have a problem with Mexico doing Mexico, Great Britain, Switzerland, all the other countries, all the money that we've sent to Ukraine. We've literally, this is the only country that we can't put our foot down and go, oh, we're going to have closed borders and we're going to look at ourselves first. And the rest of the world goes, maybe that's not a good thing.
I'm glad you brought up Ukraine.
It's not a good thing for you because we're not sending you all the money anymore. That's why it's not a good thing.
I saw
all of this stuff happens.
I saw Senator Dick Blumenthal was on, it might have been MSNBC. It was one of the leftist networks last night. And he was talking about the weapons and I don't know if you've been reading about the weaponry that we've been using over in Iran and Operation Epic Fury. But I mean,
what a great fucking name.
It is fascinating to read about some of the weapons they've been using and how some of these things work. And Dick Blumenthal said he was upset because those weapons didn't go to Ukraine, and instead our American service members are using these weapons, and they're not being used in Ukraine. I mean, think about that. How can you claim to be an American and then suggest that, you know what, we've got these great technologically advanced, the best weapons in the world. I'm sorry, Dick, but I'm an American. I want those weapons in the hands and being used by American men and women. I want them, firing those things at our enemies. If we send weapons to Ukraine, I'm not totally opposed to that. But if they're second-tier weapons or ones that are a little bit older, still very effective, still very good, do the best you can. But the good, the top-shelf weapons, I want those for the Americans. I mean, think about that. Yeah. This guy's a fucking senator, and he's upset that we're using our best weapons to fight a conflict that we're involved in. And somehow he's upset that Ukraine didn't get the same weapons that our guys have. That's complete bullshit to me.
No, absolutely.
I'll give you some cool facts. Because we're not those countries over there, you have the freedom to leave your job as a senator, rescind your citizenship, get on a plane, go over there, lace your boots up, and do something about it.
Knock yourself out, brother.
There's nothing that's stopping you. And all the people that want to protest, get on the bus that you got off of to come out here and protest, and get on a plane and go over there and do something about it. Don't come to my lieutenant at the police department used to tell me all the time, don't come to me with problems unless you have a solution. Because if you come at me with a problem without a solution, you're just bitching. So all the protests are just bitching. All the senator is doing is just bitching. Shut up and do something. Because the president just asked the senators, hey, do you think that your job should be for Americans, the people that did to put you there first? And they all go, no. They said no. And then they go, I am upset that the American weapons didn't go to Ukraine. The same guy that sat down and doesn't think that you listening to this should be first.
Yeah. I mean,
what? Like, if I was I'm not running for office. I have no desire to do any of that. But to me,
you ain't running anywhere, dead leg.
Nope. I got my fancy chair, and then when I need to go fast, I got the go fast ready. Don't you worry.
I got the go fast ready.
Yeah, that good parking gives me the opportunity to get in this a little quicker. Their legs, but no one's stopping any of these people from doing anything. And then in November, whenever the election comes up, think about that. That is a question that you should, like, if anything in the last 7 days should point out anything. The people that you put in those offices aren't looking out for themselves or aren't looking out for you. They're looking out for themselves.
Well, and that brings like the main topic that we brought up, and I didn't realize like how I don't watch all these committee hearings and whatever, but
I do.
Which I'm glad you do.
Well, they're a gold mine. They're a gold mine
Yeah.
for great sound bites, a gold mine for information. And the thing is, I mean, there has been, especially since the Republicans have been back in control of the House and the Senate, and you've had these committee hearings going on, there has just been so much jaw-dropping information that has come out of so many of these hearings. But the thing is,
So yeah, you have a different story than I have put up, which is perfect. And this is what I love.
but the thing is, and I'm not talking specifically about Kristi Noem, but I'm talking about all these other when the fraud in Somalia and the Medicare fraud.
Oh, fucking! I got Tim Walz.
I mean, all the wasteful money and all that crap that goes on. It is absolutely gobsmacking how bad the fraud is in this country. And these people testify to it, and they testify about
clip that gobsmacking,
and they talk about that was a Michelle Malkin word that she used to use.
Sorry, I'm going to see if StreamYard will actually
and the hundreds of thousands of kids who came into this company this country unaccompanied minors, and they went into the system, and the Biden administration lost them, can't keep track of them, sent them to homes that they just where they had an address, no vetting whatsoever. I mean, it is just the worst case scenarios that you can possibly imagine. But then when the hearings are over, after all this stuff comes out and they talk about it openly in front of all these senators and congressmen, nothing ever happens.
Right.
No one's ever held accountable. There's never a perp walk. You never see anyone facing a judge.
You just hear
because
about
of all the you hear about it.
You hear about it, and that's it.
And all the information. In 6 months they put out a report, and that seems to be the end of it. So it's frustrating, yeah.
Because people aren't going to click that headline. That's not as titillating. So they don't want to click on the headline that, firefighter saved cat from falling tree. They want to hear about the Nazi that's the president.
Yeah.
That's what they want to click on.
Of course you're going to go there. I knew you were fucking going to go there. Fucking cop. Fucking cop.
So Kristi Noem has been dismissed as the Secretary of Homeland Security. I mean, she did a far, far better job than Mayorkas ever did.
Yes, absolutely. I like the potential incumbent, Markwayne Mullin.
Something that I didn't know about. I mean, I knew about the commercials they went out there. I didn't know they spent $220 million.
I didn't know that either.
I think most people in the advertising business are looking at that and saying, "What fools you are!" You could have done that for a lot less than $100 million. But in any case, they spent $220 million on the ad campaign. And the thing is, look, Kristi Noem, I like Kristi Noem a lot, but she's got to be better than this. She's got to be better than the bids went out for these contracts, and apparently only 4 bidders were bidding on these contracts. One of them, the one that got a big cut of this spending, was a company that only incorporated like 3 days before. So it was a brand new company, and yet they decided, because of the time crunch they were in, that this was the company to go with and get these commercials done. Another problem is that after some more of these contracts went out, a big portion of it was subcontracted to a company that was headed up by the husband of Trish McLaughlin. If you don't know who Trish McLaughlin is, she is a young lady that went to Sycamore High School, and she was the like the number 2 person under Kristi Noem, and she was in charge of. And she did tons of great work.
How old is she?
She's like late 20s. I mean, something like that. But she did tons of great work.
Way after me.
Yeah, she did tons of great work for Department of Homeland Security when it came to getting out the facts. And you would have the left that would come out and say, the ICE kidnapped this 5-year-old boy, and did all they're breaking down doors, and they're wearing masks because they want to be like secret police and all this kind of stuff.
What was her name again?
So Trish McLaughlin is her name. So anyway, it turns out that one of the contracts went to a company that her husband heads up, and he got a big chunk of that $220 million. So that is seems like a little bit of dirty pool right there. Trish McLaughlin stepped away from Homeland Security at the end of February. I think she had a pretty good idea which way the wind was blowing, and she wanted to get away from that cluster bomb. So she got the hell out. So
When she graduated.
I don't know, but she went to Sycamore High School.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
She's from So anyway, it was previously reported that the breaking point for Trump.
She was born in 94. That's way after.
Yeah, it was when Noem testified on the that she said that he personally approved the $220 million for the advertising campaign, and then Trump essentially said he didn't know anything about it. So he was pissed off about that. And then you had
which makes sense. Like,
yeah,
you have to, especially with what he's fucking dealing with right now with Iran and everything else. And then she's testifying, in front of the oversight committee.
Yeah.
And kind of shit the bed.
Yeah. And then there was another thing out there that I did not know about was you had a representative from California, Democrat, Sidney Kalmliger, asked Kristi Noem this question, quote, have you had sexual relations with Corey Lewandowski? And apparently, Kristi Noem did not say no. She said, I'm shocked you're going down peddling tabloid garbage. She said,
I took all that dick.
He's a special government employee who works for the White House. There's thousands of them in the federal government. And look, Corey Lewandowski's a killer, man. I like that guy, too.
Yeah.
He is fantastic. And apparently, as a little bonus, he was banging Kristi Noem. So that's you want to put a feather in the guy's cap right there. I mean, I can't fault you for that.
We almost need to get fucking Trump out.
But her husband was sitting right behind her when she was asked this question, and apparently that was the part that put Trump over the top. And he said, that's it. She's gone, and she's going to head up this new thing.
The special envoy
for America's Shield or something like that.
Like what is it?
Dealing with the Western Hemisphere, which is fine. I mean, and he's going to announce tomorrow. And here's the rub: if he announces this tomorrow and says Kristi Noem
Shield of the Americas,
and he doesn't say Kristi Noem's going to be the special envoy for this, then this shit is really hitting the fan behind the scenes. So we'll see what happens tomorrow.
I knew you knew more about this than I did. But
so you got the end. Look, Kristi Noem, you got to be better than that, man. You can't be banging your subordinates. You can't be doling out contracts that even if everything was above board, you cannot have this appearance of impropriety. You just can't. And if you look across this cabinet and the way Trump runs the White House, I mean, they've tried to come after him on this vector for a long time, talking about how he's helping all his rich buddies. He's he's putting all this money in his pocket. This is all going to the benefit of his family and his friends and all this bullshit. None of that is happening. If it was happening, it would be the headline that we would hear about before the war.
Exactly.
They would be on this every single day. And I'm surprised they haven't made a bigger deal out of this Kristi Noem thing today than they have, because this seems like a legitimate thing to dig into. So to my way of thinking, this is when Trump sees behavior like this, he's not going to take it, even from one of his trusted cabinet secretaries, who by all accounts has done a great job when it comes to the border and doing the things that she's supposed to do. He said, you're fired, you're out of here, and we're going to get Markwayne Mullin in there.
So what are your thoughts on Markwayne Mullin? I don't know how much you follow him. I follow him on TikTok. His TikTok channel is absolutely amazing. He gives a whole bunch of history of the Capitol and whatever, and it's just all
I know he's a badass.
It's just rudimentary shit, but it's fun to watch. But watching him, and I had this article pulled up, and I don't know if you remember what's happening.
I didn't plug in my computer.
Oh, you're getting ready to die?
Well, I mean, my computer's getting ready to die. Stand by. I got to plug my computer.
Yeah.
Talk amongst yourself.
Yeah, talk amongst yourself. But I don't know, Deadleg. I don't know if you remember the video. I wished I'd have pulled it up, but where the fucking Teamsters boss and Mullin's got Mullin got
Oh
in.
yeah, when he goes, let's do it right now. I'll stand right up. All right, let's do it, tough guy. And it's like, all right. And they stand
I'm
up,
a
like
grown
on the
ass
house floor.
man, and it's
Like,
a Teamsters fucking union president who's not a pussy, right? So they're arguing. Well, now he's fucking endorsing him, completely endorsing him, and he's like, yeah, he's the guy. He's the right one for the job. I wish I'd have. I'll try to find it here real quick, but I thought it was very amusing in the fact that these two had this heated argument on the fucking Senate floor.
Yeah.
Damn near fist fight.
Yeah, getting ready to fucking stand up like you were at a fucking truck stop. Like, hey.
Well, Markwayne Mullin was like, bring it. He's like, let's go. Let's
right.
stand up, bitch. We're going to throw down.
Now they're like besties, which is typically the way it works. That's why I have a nose that looks the way it does is I mouthed off to somebody earlier in my early years, got punched in the nose, broke it. And I was like, you know what? I came back the next day and I was like, hey, let me buy you a beer.
Did midget pop you in the nose?
No,
okay.
This is way.
All right. Okay.
It was Jill last week.
This is when I was drinking. No, I feel completely safe at home. Everybody, I just want that to be fucking. But no,
Blink twice.
I'm out. I got drunk.
That's where his mind goes.
It's always Jill. I mean,
I would have never thought of that. I mean, she's so peaceful sometimes.
That's the innocent ones.
You know, I mean, I know there's a fire in there.
This is me asking for help without asking for help. No, I'm kidding. She's lovely. She is
that one.
She is fantastic.
He's blinking his eyes in Morse code.
Jill is amazing. I don't know that Jill could hurt a fly.
No, she definitely.
She doesn't have a mean bone in her at all. She's like legitimately one of the nicest people.
Stop sucking up. She's not coming after you. All right.
I'm gonna try to find that video. Oh, Mullin.
Thanks, Jill. The PayPal went through. We're good. So.
Oh shit! I don't want to go. I don't want the whole.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't think the Kristi Noem thing is that big of a deal. I think this is the clip because I knew he didn't have his jacket on when this happened. So
when you have the eyes of, because when you have the eyes of everybody, and as soon as you see something that could be perceived as, oh, we can use that, they're going to jump all over it.
Oh yeah.
So the administration, like you got to be extra clean. You got to make sure that you fully stop at the stop sign, use your turn signals, push your cart back at the grocery. Like you have to do all of the things that you're supposed to be doing as a good human. You need to be doing those things because the time to for the rest of the country going, hey, we're putting everybody in check.
I mean, would you have been okay if she just looked at that senator who asked that question? And she said, yeah, I banged him, and he's got a huge fucking dick. and you know what? I'm going to get some of that when I'm done with this hearing. I'm going to go ride that till the cows.
Other than like the supervisor, subordinate, like what does who you're taking rail from matter to anybody?
Well, it didn't matter it didn't matter when Clinton was banging.
And we have,
and I almost called her Lewandowski, but it's not Lewandowski. What's
Lewinsky?
Lewinsky. You got Lewinsky, Lewandowski. I mean, it's yeah.
I'm gonna play part of this. This is why I think I thought she did a great job. She fucked up. I think he's a great replacement, and I love the fact that he was like, well, I got to go home and ask my wife. Like that was his first fucking thing. I got to go home.
I would have said the same thing. He's giving some props to his wife.
You got to check. You got to check it out. But here's him and the Teamsters president, who now is their buddies.
About Mr. O'Brien himself, his behavior, as everybody knows, and it's here. And the last time, him and I kind of had a back and forth. Appreciate your demeanor today. It's quite different. But after you left here, you got pretty excited about the keyboard. In fact, you tweeted at me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And let me read what the last one said. It said, greedy CEO who pretends like he's self-made. Sir, I wish you was in the truck with me when I was building my plumbing company. Myself and my wife was running the office because I sure remember working pretty hard and long hours. Pretends like he's self-made. What a clown. Fraud. Always has been, always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings, you know where to find me. Any place, anytime, cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place. If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big guy.
Oh, stop it.
Is that your solution every poll?
No, sit down. Sit down. Okay. You're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay.
Sit down, please.
All right.
Can I respond? Mr. Chairman?
Hold it.
Is that Bernie Sanders running that meeting?
Yeah,
We
Bernie
can't-
Sanders
no,
is
I have
running
the
the
mic.
meeting.
I'm sorry.
This is
Hold
what he
it.
said.
You'll have your time.
Okay.
Can I respond?
Oh, no. You
So that's just a great clip anyway. But fucking Mullin's Ultimate Fighting Championship fighter, not UFC fighter. It was before UFC. 5-0.
He's an MMA guy?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I didn't know that.
5-0 professional fighter.
I mean, he looks like he's pretty fit.
oh, dude, I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to fuck with him. And he owns a fucking ranch. Like he fucking works. He works.
Oklahoma Cowboy.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's fucking what we call country strong.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with him.
You want no part of that.
No.
Oh, what Jill say? Oh, no blood on a set of floor chambers. Just
Well,
at
how many?
just at our
just
address on
guys
Down.
banging each other out there on
I was gonna say, how
the
many
thing.
people got?
That's
How
perfect.
many people got brought up on all the CCTV from all of that?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Here, I'm gonna.
And the thing is, all those people in the Senate, they know who those two guys were.
right.
They know.
Well,
Did they step down? Did they leave? Or they still work up there?
what's that? Who?
The guys who were boning each other up there on the. Remember they took the picture in the hearing.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. I forgot. Yeah,
The guys like doggy style up
in
there
the
on the-
chambers. Oh,
yeah.
I don't know.
and his buddy's railing him from behind. And
We should try to figure that out. I mean, I don't want them as guests.
No, I
this show.
Imagine Jason's search history on his computer.
I think Pappas might be having drinks with
Don't
him.
look at the search history.
Pappas is having drinks with him later tonight.
But
Wondering
this
if
this
you
goes
also
perfectly.
agree that President Trump should answer questions of this committee.
That's for you to decide, but he did know him well, and I once had a brief discussion with him about it.
Thank you. Thanks for that answer. With that, I'm going to go to Mr. Walkinshaw, and we'll go down a series of questions.
I hate this, but because I don't believe I should inject anything. But I do not want to leave the impression, but since there was no follow-up question, the president never, this is 20-something years ago, never said anything to me to make me think he was involved in anything improper with regard to Epstein either. He just didn't. He just said we were friends, and then we had a falling out over a land deal, property deal. That's all.
Clinton defends Donald Trump in deposition was not on the bingo card. It's not there.
But I will do this. I will give Clinton props for that because that's guy code right there. That is him saying, look, do what you want Trump to testify before this committee. That's up to you. That's not on me. But as far as I'm concerned, he never said anything to me, made me think he had any part in this whatsoever. So, Clinton's. I was no fan of Bill Clinton as president, but when it comes to having his guy card, he still got his guy card because that really is that's about as a guy thing can get right there.
Yeah,
and he's telling that committee, hey, he never said anything to me, made me think he had any part in this whatsoever.
Did you watch? I mean, I watched the compilation of. It was a mixture of hers and his. His was so uncomfortable. Like I don't know if he has Parkinson's or not, and it sucks. Like, and I'm not making fun of him, but like him grabbing shit. But when he was looking at papers, and like if you're my attorney and you grab the papers, and he grabbed the shit back, and then just started fucking smiling.
Well, they said it was pictures of him in the hot tub with these different girls.
It was like he was reminiscing. He was like. He's sitting there fucking shaking, but he was like, "Oh yeah,
He's
I
like,
remember that."
man, I can tell you some stories.
But I don't remember anybody in the hot tub. Well, there's a fucking picture of a broad in the hot tub. I don't know how old she was, and I don't whatever.
Yeah, look, I am not making fun of any girls who were abused in that situation.
Absolutely not.
We've said it multiple times, and I'll say it again, that any grown-ass man who abused these young girls and these young women in the whole Epstein escapades, they need to be held accountable and they need to be brought to justice. So, I'm making light of what Clinton said and the way he acted and all that stuff, but I would never belittle the trauma that these young women went through at the hands of Jeffrey Epstein.
Absolutely. But when you watched her, when she fucking stormed out, and she was like, well, I never met him. Well, it's like, there's fucking pictures. There are pictures with you.
Well, I saw that, and
how do you say that you've never met him?
Pictures were like pictures where they were at a public event together, something like that. So I'm just wondering, is there a possibility, were those pictures real or were those pictures AI?
I mean, I'll give you the fact that it potentially could be AI, but you can't tell me that as close as Clinton was with him, there's so many pictures of him.
There's no question that him and
do you and your wife hang out like you're by yourself and your wife's somewhere else all the time? Like,
very rarely. I mean,
exactly.
every once in a while, I'll go to an event that she doesn't go to, or she has other things going on. Or whatever.
Deadlines, I guess.
Oh, I know how to connect the two dots. Okay.
Please.
When Mullin got asked to be the head of DHS, he goes, I need to call my wife. Right.
All right.
Yeah.
So Billy Boy said, and I hate to do this, defends Trump and then says they have a falling out over a land deal. So do you mean to tell me, Hillary, that you had no fucking clue that your husband was about to spend millions of dollars on some land?
Weird.
Yeah.
Do you need to ask your attorney if you can respond? Do you not talk to your husband? Do you not talk about those type of things? Do you not talk about those type of things in that kind of circle? Do you not think that you, even if you don't fucking have his number in your phone, but you know the people and the players that are in the circle, you're going to sit here and tell me that you don't know?
Yeah.
I'm
going to say right now.
And it's funny that Clinton brought up a land deal because that was one of the first scandals that originally got him in trouble. And the Whitewater land deal and all the rest of that.
And I'm going to say it, and some people will get mad at me for saying it. That dumb cunt threw him under the bus bigger than shit. You have to ask my husband.
Yeah.
You have to ask my husband. That was her answer, like probably fucking 7 or 8 times. You have to ask my husband. Don't tell me you never met that motherfucker.
Okay, so I'll go. Do you have?
You're under oath.
Maybe she did. Maybe she didn't. I don't know. I don't know if she
fucking did. Come on.
So then what experience did she have being Secretary of State or whatever she was?
You really want to get suicided, don't you?
Being some
this whole fucking podcast could get suicided.
You don't know about anything. I just to tell you guys, I love you. The track light goes my friend Austin, my buddy Jason, partner.
I literally almost did a spit take there.
But
that'd be great for the AI generated shit.
You can't mean to tell me that you know everything, but you don't know everything.
Right.
And that you don't know everything and you have to ask your husband, but what qualifications do you have to hold any government office? I learned from my husband but I didn't learn from my husband because I don't know about, get the fuck. I'm going to tell you right now, this is the cop side. That's someone that's sitting there going, deny. Until you have a grand jury injunction to bring charges, she's going to sit there and go, nope, that's not my face and his. She's going to continue to do it over and over and over and over again until they actually bring charges. And they're not going to.
It is very rare, and that's why I asked Dan. Like, it's very rare that, I may be out and about and meet some people and Jill's not around. But the next time I see them, hey, this is my wife, Jill.
Yeah.
Like that's just normal. Like that's normal fucking behavior. You can't tell me, and especially when all these rich motherfuckers are running around in the circles that they do, you can't tell me that she's never fucking met him. So, well, I don't remember ever meeting him. Fuck you.
You don't think your spouse, spouses talk? You don't think spouses talk about things? Well, yeah, I'm going to tell you that the United States government takes your spouse into consideration when it comes to security clearances.
Sure.
And they'll yank your security clearance if your spouse is doing something that you could become a problem to be compromised over what your spouse is doing, even though they're not going to tell you what your spouse is doing. So you don't think that these two dots, that they're not like, not only that, I'll give her this. She gets some carte blanche to throw under the bus because he got caught fucking at least 2 people in the White House.
Oh, and they even asked him, they're like, hey, do you like young women? Oh, no. They're like, do you think an intern's young? He was like, well, yeah. Well, you just literally stepped on your own dick. No pun intended. You literally stepped on your own dick. Fucking idiot. Hey, Deadleg, real quick, we're gonna do our sponsor ad real quick, and then I got one story. After this, and we'll close it out.
Hi, everyone. Dan Carroll here. Time to tell you about a great new sponsor for the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast. It's Murphy Engraving. Murphy Engraving is the place to go for your business, industrial, and personal engraving needs. Take a look at the Murphy Engraving page on Facebook, and you're going to see all kinds of unique items that really seem to take on a life of their own because they've been customized with an image, a name, or a logo, and all of it just really beautifully done. The acrylic sports awards that light up are especially creative and very cool. The customized bottles of bourbon, those are my personal favorite. And wait till you see what they can do with items that are made out of wood. The next time you want to recognize someone special or you're looking for that one-of-a-kind gift, you'll be glad you checked out Murphy Engraving. And a bonus, you're supporting a local family-owned business run by brothers Brian and Kevin, who is a lifetime firefighter and Air Force vet. At Murphy Engraving, they turn the ordinary into the extraordinary, and at Murphy Engraving, we are American-made.
I answered my own question before we went. They do offer sippy cups. So Murphy Engraving has glassware with lid and straw. So if one shows up there for Dan,
You'll know where to get
That's amazing. That's fucking amazing.
I'm 2 beers in. I haven't had a spill yet on this episode, so we're in good shape.
So Deadleg, you know, and you've been on the podcast before, but I normally grab like the teachers that are, banging young men. Usually the hot ones. I don't pull the other ones.
He's got a sick fascination with that sort of
thing. But this is amazing though. So I have this story that I found. Dan didn't tell me anything, so I was like, all right, well, we're gonna need some filler. But a sheriff's office employee accused of engaging in sexual intercourse with an inmate. Look at this gem.
My God.
I would rather go to the electric chair than bang that.
Well,
but
maybe they don't supply, proper eyewear.
Maybe not. This is out of Walton County, Florida. Sheriff's office employee was accused of engaging in sexual intercourse with an inmate. According to the press release, 57-year-old. Oh God, good. Kelly Jo Johnson. Kelly Jo Johnson.
Ballad of Kelly Jo.
A Walton County Sheriff's Office jail employee has been arrested after investigators said she engaged in sexual conduct with an inmate at the Walton County Jail.
How did they find that out?
They said they received information.
Okay.
Funny that you ask. It's weird. On February 18th about an inappropriate relationship involving Johnson, a kitchen employee. Oh, she's a fucking cafeteria girl.
Lunch lady land? You were banging the lunch lady?
Oh my God! And the inmate was assigned to kitchen duties. So apparently they were banging.
A lot
they were banging in the walk-in.
Hey, fancy sauce.
Hey, these super pizzas aren't going to fucking make themselves.
Throw this glassware in the dishwasher, and here, away we go.
During the investigation, authorities conducted interviews, reviewed recorded jail phone calls, examined surveillance videos, and collected additional evidence. Investigators said the evidence established probable cause to believe Johnson engaged in unlawful physical contact with an inmate inside a secured area.
I would imagine there's surveillance cameras all throughout that facility. Would there not be?
You would hope.
You would think.
You would hope.
So she wanted to get caught.
So she was terminated.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate for her. So she's going back to the trailer park that she fucking grew up in, and it's not a teacher.
Thank God she's got that.
It's not a teacher. It's just a fucking jail lunch lady.
Oh, am I able to send you a message to give you a link? Private chat.
Yeah.
Right? Okay,
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's you a YouTube link.
Hold on, let me find it. Trying to get to private chats.
Or I maybe have sent it to the comment section for
Send
everybody.
it to comments. Send it to comments.
Join the chat. Oh, no, I need to connect my YouTube to join the chat.
That's all right. What do you got?
It's so I've got for our younger people that are listening. Back in the day, Adam Sandler used to sing songs on Saturday Night Live.
Oh,
And one of his classics is Lunch Ladyland.
Lunch Ladyland. That's
So go listen to that and just
Lunch
have that thinking
Ladyland.
about.
That's hilarious.
and just think about it when you're doing 3 to 5, 5 to 10. Just think about the fucking lunch lady.
Because I know the question that you're going to ask. How long would you be in for before you did something like that? And I have no answer to that. My answer to that would be I understand that when we deployed, you may have been a deployment 9, but you're a stateside 4. So in jail, your options become more limited. So your stock rises just purely because you exist.
Well, you better have a tight butt. You better have a tight butt. That's what. If you're in prison, you better have the tight butt because then your stock rises. That's when that rises.
I wouldn't know about that. So that's a firefighter insider information thing.
Yes,
So
that's exactly correct.
I have no clue about that one. But the deployment, I can tell you about that.
Dead Leg, so good to fucking see you. I'm so glad you were able to come on and join us.
It was. That was fun. I appreciate you being here.
We need to do this more often though. Like I've missed podcasting with you. So
I know that I will be coming out that way in May because I'm going to the Harrisburg Fire Show May 16th and 17th.
Oh, you'll be coming right across.
Yep. So, but when I went out there last year, for whatever reason, the northern route was quicker. So it took me down on the south side of Chicago. So I went down through Cleveland and then dropped through on the north side because the fire show's in Harrisburg, but then my business partner lives in York. So I end up staying in York and then we go up about an hour or so up to Harrisburg. But so when I come back that way, either on the way out or the way back, I can try to figure out and put a day or two in there and maybe I'll stop in and spit on your mic.
Hell yeah.
That'd be great.
That'll be amazing, man.
Somehow, and I hope all of our viewers and listeners feel the same. I feel a little bit smarter for having Dead Leg on the show today.
It's definitely better than Pappas. That's for sure.
We learned a little something about Pappas today. That's good.
I don't wave a flag. I bring a handicap placard. That's what I bring.
I bring a handicap placard.
He brings the flag, and I bring good parking.
You get awesome parking spots.
That's right.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Hey guys, I think we're planning on coming back to you Monday. I think Monday potentially is going to be a good date for all of us, or at least two of us. So we'll talk to you. Remember, like, subscribe, download, follow Dead Leg on Instagram. Was it at Dead Leg?
I think it's Dead Leg Media.
Dead Leg Media.
It's either Dead Leg or Dead Leg Media.
So if you don't follow him already, I mean, a lot of the people in the chats already follow you, but there's some newcomers. So make sure you follow him. He's amazing. He's been an OG with the show with us. So
thanks, man.
We appreciate you, my man. And
thanks for having me.
We'll catch you Monday.